Radio voice Bob Heathouse, along, of course, with Coyotes Director of News Content. California, I'm Coyotes Radio voice Bob Heathouse, along, of course, with Coyotes Director of News Content, Dave Vest. And we are about to get the third period underway here, Vesty, as the Coyotes trail the Anaheim Ducks 3-1 in this first game of the 2017 Prospect Challenge. Coyotes victimized by 2 goals within 55 seconds, which saw the 1-1 tie evaporate into a 3-1 Anaheim lead. But the Coyotes have 20 minutes left, and if they can continue to do some good things that we saw in the offensive zone, as you and I talked about before we left for the second intermission, they can get right back in this.
Absolutely, Bob. 20 minutes, plenty of time. Obviously, we're watching the team as it prepares for the third period. Clayton Keller already on the ice, along with Dylan Strome and Connor Garland. That line will stay together for the third period. And Kyle Capo-Bianco and P.O. Joseph, the starting defensive pair. It's the same group that started this game. Aiden Hill in net. That answers that mystery, that who's going to play net in the third period. We weren't sure if there was going to be a switch. Not because of Aiden Hill's performance, but just because of a format that was come up with before the game. But Aiden Hill's in net. Coyotes down 20 minutes to go.
Well, Aiden Hill's been strong, and despite giving up 3 goals, he's made some huge saves. The stats at this tournament are not like they would be in an NHL regular season game, as you can imagine. But we did get notification that the Coyotes were outshot 18-6 in the first period, so Hill was 17 first period saves. I would think the Coyotes' shot total in the second was much higher, but they trail it 3-1 as the third period gets underway. Arizona defending the goal to our right. Capo-Bianco back to get it in his own right corner. Sends to the far boards, and Steele had the stick knocked out of his hands by a Coyote defender. There's going to be slashing on Arizona. And it's going to be on Dylan Strome. So the Coyotes, just 20 seconds into the third period, find themselves shorthanded for the 5th time tonight. So certainly that was not the way the Coyotes wanted to start this final period of play, taking the penalty 20 seconds in. But now the PK goes to work again. They're 4 for 4 so far tonight, killing off Anaheim man advantages, and in one case a 2-man advantage. See what happens here. Coyotes can't afford to go down any further. They're down by a pair, 3-1. Coyotes thought they had it cleared. Ducks keep it in. Fiore to the right of the net to Jones. Centering pass blocked by a sliding Capo-Bianco. Now kept alive by Fiore of Anaheim to the right point to Larson. Left point it goes. Werenski the shot. He whistles it wide, and it deflects out of play. Another strong shift for Kyle Capo-Bianco. Wearing the A tonight. Getting set to begin his first pro season after 4 years with the Sudbury Wolves. We've talked a lot about him tonight. Looking good. Face off to the right now of Aiden Hill. And Hayden Verbeek loses the draw. Kept in by the Ducks on the left boards. The puck is sent now behind the net to the right side. Coyotes trying to gain control. It's slapped toward the goal. Turned away by Hill. Cleared now by Kyle Wood, the length of the ice. That'll waste some time. 50 seconds gone in the Dylan Strome penalty. Early stages of the third period. Up the ice come the Ducks. In over the line for Anaheim comes Jack Kopaka. He's got 2 of the 3 Duck goals. This time he won't get a chance for a third as the Coyotes break up the play, and they'll clear it the length of the ice. Marcus Pettersson on the left wing. Now sends it into the Coyote zone. Trying to find it. Julius Notnin. He cannot. Coyotes gain control, and they'll clear it again. Penalty killing continues to be strong for this Arizona team, keeping them host to the Anaheim Ducks. Up the ice comes Anaheim again now as they forge into the zone. Mahura sends into the right corner. Now back to Mahura at the right point. The shot, and Hill with the backhand glove save, and he holds it in traffic.
Bob, just a reminder that this is just the first game of 3 games the Coyotes rookies will play in this event here in San Jose. No game tomorrow for the Coyotes on Sunday, but they'll be back at it right here on Monday against Colorado at 7 o'clock. Then a matinee on Tuesday, 3 o'clock against the San Jose Sharks, and we'll live stream those games as well as this game.
It's going to be fun as the Coyotes participating in this inaugural Prospect Challenge, featuring them as well as the Ducks, Sharks, and Avalanche. Past, the Coyotes have played games against the LA Kings, but that's been it in the rookie tournament.
It's a nice change, don't you think, Bob?
I think so, for sure. A lot of NHL scouts here, and certainly a lot of hockey operations personnel for all the 4 teams involved and for many other teams as well. This is one of the preseason meccas, along with Traverse City, Michigan, and British Columbia tournament as well, and others around the NHL, as all the young prospects are on display this time of year.
I'd like to see the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights get involved in this tournament for next year. Make it 6 teams.
Maybe they will. They're playing each other,
by
the way, and the expansion Vegas Golden Knights. And how about the Coyotes and the Golden Knights, as they'll be the Coyotes home opener on October the 7th, and a few days later the Coyotes will be in Vegas for the inaugural regular season game for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Instant rivalry.
Yes, I like it. Here in San Jose, 16:40 to go, third period, 3-1 Ducks. Another good penalty kill for the Coyotes to keep it 3-1, as now they're back at full strength. Keller on the ice with Strome and Garland. Garland in the neutral zone, tapping it to Keller. Comes outside the line, now drives to the net on the left wing, and he fires one over the shoulder of the goaltender Boyle. And the Ducks get it back. Now Larson passing ahead to Fiore. Fiore into the Coyote zone, trying to come down the middle. Lost control of the puck. Fiore gets it back. Sends to the slot. Backhander right on. Save made by Hill. Hill with the stop. And it's dug out by the Ducks, and a centering pass goes off the stick of Jakub Larson at the right point. He's got to go back into his own zone to retrieve. Chased a bit by Keller. He gives up the chase, and then Strome picks it up. Larson clears to center ice. Capobianco has it there. To Joseph in his own end. Now tapped on the left wing to Keller. Clayton Keller, the uber-skilled 19-year-old, sends one into the left corner. For another highly touted prospect, Nick Merkley. He'll send it ahead on the right wing, back into his own end. Merkley, by the way, with the lone Coyotes goal thus far, scored with just 17.7 seconds remaining in the first period. 3-1 Anaheim, 15:20 to go, third period. Joseph with the outlet pass to Merkley. 3-on-2, Coyotes over the line. Shot by McKinnis, save made by Boyle. Puck bounds in the air and then knocked out of harm's way by the defender, Mahura. Good chance off the rush for the Coyotes there. Joseph in his own end to Capobianco. Chased by Jones. Gets away. Capobianco gliding down the right wing. Goes deep into the Anaheim right corner. Pedersen can't cut him off. Centering pass goes off a Ducks defender to the near side. Now steal checked by McKinnis. Puck turned over. Steenbergen with it. Steenbergen sends into the left corner to Merkley. Merkley centering pass. And it's shot by Heffenmeyer. Turned away by Boyle. Heffenmeyer getting the chance from the right circle. Again, good pressure by the Coyotes. Created by their speed, as they're really forechecking the Ducks players very strongly. Coyotes just can't seem to get that really grade A chance, however, to beat Boyle. Looking into the near corner. Again, the Coyotes on the attack at the Anaheim end. Knocked away by Sidorov. Here come the Ducks the other way. Kosilla moving to the right side, passing in front. The shot, and a sliding Hill gets a piece of that. And then the goal goes off its moorings, and we get the whistle. But the Ducks all of a sudden break out on a 2-on-1 rush. And Aiden Hill, moving from left to right, snuffs it out. Brief timeout as the goal gets set back on its moorings. Now Hill talking to one of the referees.
Something with his glove, Bob.
Yeah, it looks like he needed a minute, but he's ready to go now. Face off to his right, controlled by Anaheim. Shot by Thompson from the left point, wide. Shoveled ahead now by the Coyotes. Touchamp-Vial sends it into the Anaheim left corner, and we'll get the whistle there. And it looks like it's going to be an offside against the Coyotes. In any event, a little timeout on the ice with 13:48 to go in the
All right,
third
fans,
period.
we got some good music going from DJ Alex, and I think you need to show
And
off your
we've got,
dance moves. I don't know who's better at dancing. It's either Coyotes
in-arena
or the
host again,
Ducks.
Vestia.
DJ Alex, hit that
going
track.
for it.
Let's see what they got.
Bob, you mentioned early in the broadcast our vantage
Oh,
point
come on,
tonight.
you got more than that.
We're about 15 rows off the ice.
Oh, there we go, right here. He's
Just
doing
about
it.
center ice. What do you think? I mean, you've been calling hockey for a long time. If you had your choice, do you
Oh, yeah,
prefer to
right
be
there.
high up at say at our arena, Gila River Arena, or would you prefer to move down a little bit and be a little closer? What do you
All right,
think?
one time. Let me hear it from the Coyote fans.
Well,
Make
I
some
think
noise.
that both have their advantages. Obviously,
Ducks
we're
fans,
used to
bring
being
it on,
up
make some
high.
noise.
There's only one low vantage
All
point in
right,
the
get it
NHL
up,
right now, and that's in
Coyotes,
Brooklyn.
Make some noise.
Well, you're not quite this low, but you're close. But otherwise, I think, when you watch the game from up above, and even though it's not true, it looks like the game is going slower. So from a broadcaster standpoint, it seems like you have more time to call the action. Now, it's more difficult to see what's going on around the nets in terms of pucks being tipped or, scrums in front that are knocked into the net. It's harder that way. And there's so much traffic now this day and age in the NHL that not very many goals are scored clean. But from up top, it just seems like you can watch the plays develop. Down low, as we've seen tonight, these players go at Mach speed.
They do. You're right.
And so it gets a little sometimes hectic to keep with the play, but I'll tell you, it's a wonderful vantage point to watch just how fast and skilled these players are. Face off now just above the Anaheim blue line on the near side. Coyotes nudge it ahead. Here's Verbeek again on the left wing, passing in front. And this time it's blocked. Now a shot by Dyson Mayo, and that deflects out of play. Verbeek with a similar play in the first period that resulted in the lone Coyotes goal. This time he tried to pass that puck to the right of the net, and crashing the net was Adam Marsh, but it was deflected away.
Verbeek stood out to me, Bob.
Me too.
Fourth line center. He's making things happen out there.
Well, one of the amateur tryout players, the Coyotes have 9 of them in this tournament. And not all in the game tonight, but a guy that's trying to make a name for himself and open some eyes. And players can do that. Last year, the Coyotes had 2 players who came on amateur tryouts and ended up getting signed at the end of rookie camp. Defenseman Jalen Smerrick, who's here tonight, and also center Lane Peterson. And they're now signed by the Coyotes and in the organization. So these players with a chance to make a name. Ducks with a partial breakaway, moving in and shooting. And looking for the hat trick was Jack Kopaka, but this time it's deflected out of play. Boy, that Kopaka seems to be open all the time.
He's certainly been the catalyst for Anaheim's offense in this game. But you mentioned Peterson and Smerrick, neither one in the lineup tonight. We expect to see both of them on Monday night against Colorado.
Face off to Hill's right. McInnes will take the draw for the Coyotes. Ryan McInnes. And it's controlled off the face-off by Arizona. Joseph pressured, turns it over, tried to wrap it around the right post. Did the Ducks forward, but could not. And the puck turned away by Hill. Now a shot for the Coyotes. Save made by Boyle. Clear to the right point. Held in by Joseph. To Capobianco. Makes a move to try to get free, but he couldn't keep control of the puck, and it's broken up by the Ducks and cleared. That Duck who had a chance was the rookie Antoine Morin. One of 2 Anaheim second-round picks this past June. And both of them, from what I'm told, good friends. Maxime Comtois, the other second-rounder. Now a shot from the left circle by Fiore. And it's Hill to make the save, and he holds on. So we're going to face off to Aiden Hill's right with 12:22 remaining in this third period. Coyotes down 3-1. Lone Coyotes goal tonight scored by Nick Merkley. Late in the first, set up by Hayden Verbeek, the amateur tryout. And Anaheim led tonight by Jack Kopekas, 2 goals. Other one scored by Giovanni Fiore. Ducks scored twice within 55 seconds midway through the second period, and that's the difference in the game. That broke a 1-1 tie. Josh Mahura back in his own end for Anaheim. On the right side, sends it inside the Coyote zone. Noel Heffenmeyer will play it. Gives to Mackenzie Entwistle, right side to Kyle Wood. Wood will send it the length of the ice. In quickly on the forecheck was Steenbergen. As the Coyotes able to keep the puck alive in the Anaheim zone. Heffenmeyer to the right point to Wood, the drive, and getting a piece of that was the goaltender Boyle. Came out to cut down the angle. We talked earlier about what a great shot that Kyle Wood has, and he showed it there. Entwistle now with a chance from the left circle. Stick save Boyle. Coyotes continuing to pressure in the Anaheim zone. Now it's backhanded by Sam Steele of the Ducks to center ice, and shot by Max Jones deep into the Coyotes' right corner. Back to play it is Verbeek. Near corner now, flipped in the air by Wood. It comes down in the neutral zone and bounces into the Anaheim end. Cleared ahead by Brady Lyle on the right side to Kalle Kosilla. He slips and falls at the top of the right circle. Puck goes into the right corner. Dyson Mayo retrieves for the Coyotes. And Mayo ahead to Trushan Viel. Now for Adam Marsh. Kind of overskated it, and the Ducks come back in transition. Pass on the right side now into the right corner. Looking for Devin Sidoroff. The pass from Kosilla, but that doesn't connect, and the Coyotes come back. Trushan Viel with a collision with Keaton Thompson at the blue line. And the Ducks able to clear. Now Nick Merkley in the neutral zone. Ahead finds Strome in stride. Dillon behind the net tries to sneak one in the short side as he's going behind the goal. But Boyle makes the save right up against the near post and holds on.
Nice burst by Strome up the left wing. You get the feeling, Bob, that Strome's getting close to putting one of these in. Certainly wouldn't be surprising.
Well, we talked about the dominant season that Clayton Keller had last year. Strome as well. 75 points in 35 junior games with the Erie Otters after starting the season with the Coyotes. Over 300 points in the last 3 years of junior hockey. He's done all he can do at the junior level.
Amazing.
He will play pro this year at age 20. And obviously the Coyotes want him to succeed in this rookie tournament and in the big camp to start the year with them. Third overall pick in 2015 and thought of as our cornerstone center in the future for the Arizona Coyotes. Now, Strome also, of course, Vesti had a memorable postseason as he helped lead the Erie Otters to that championship game in the Memorial Cup before they lost to Windsor. I believe it was 4-3 in the final, but Strome, in a losing cause, was named Memorial Cup MVP and set an all-time record with 7 points in one game against St. John.
That was incredible. I watched that game, obviously from Arizona, but 7 points in one game. No one's ever done that at the Memorial Cup. It was interesting to watch Dillon play in that event and how he led that team. And what I'll remember, too, is the disappointment on his face at the end of that final game.
Yeah, me too.
He wanted to win that so bad. It didn't happen. Obviously, the host team, Windsor, they ended up winning it.
Yes, they did.
But
they were not the favorites going in.
They
of course,
were not.
The Erie Otters were after they romped through the OHL playoffs.
But give Windsor credit, Bob. They beat Erie twice in that tournament.
Yes, they did. You talk about the disappointment of Dylan Strome. I mean, he had such a great year and just wanted to cap it off with that Memorial Cup, and he came so close. I think, if I remember right, I was watching that game, and I think he hit the post in the third period when they were trying to come from behind, and you could just see the the mental and physical pain as the final horn sounded. And he went to his knees in the far circle in his own end. And
That look on his face.
yes, really had to feel for him. But what a great year, what a great junior career, what a tremendous future for Dylan Strome and a lot of these young Coyotes, both at this level and also already on the NHL roster. Such excitement in this organization for the future. And I don't know about you, Vesti, but I just can't wait to watch it. I mean, Veterans Camp starts on Friday, Gila River Arena. And before that, of course, still a lot of action here in San Jose for the Prospects. Just past the halfway point of the third period, 3-1 Anaheim. Neither team has scored thus far in the third. Keller now takes the pass on the left wing, moves in and fires off the left shoulder of the goaltender Boyle. Deflects to the far boards, kept in at the point by Capobianco to Merkley. Centering pass, trying for Strome. That was broken up. At center ice, loose puck played by Capobianco for Keller. Keller into the Anaheim zone. Gets a shot off, but it's partially blocked from the left circle. Goes wide. And Mahura now for the Ducks sends it down the right wing, too far for Fiore, and this will be icing on Anaheim.
Bob, while we have a quick second, another plug for the website, if that's okay.
Oh, yes.
You mentioned the start of Veterans Camp. That's this Friday. First practice is at 9 a.m. We're going to live stream that at ArizonaCoyotes.com. Luke Lipinski will be there to provide commentary, and I'm not sure if anyone's told you, but you'll be there as well.
I had heard that, and that'll be great. We've done that the last couple of years, and I'm excited for it. And perhaps my television counterpart, Matt McConnell, might join us as well. We were talking about that the other day, Matt. He said he might stop by, and who knows, there might be a Biz Nasty sighting as well.
Wow.
Can't confirm that, folks, but
A cast of thousands.
by the way, welcome to Paul Bissonnette.
Absolutely.
Biz Nasty 2.0, as he's affectionately known to one and all in the Twitter universe. He's joining our broadcast team and our organization in a broadcast and ambassador role after his playing career has come to an end. Congrats, Biz, on many great years in pro hockey at the NHL level, the AHL level, AHL championship. And Paul Bissonnette will always be known as a great teammate and a hard worker. Fan favorite here in Arizona, and now he's going to be a fan favorite on both radio and television, and as an ambassador for the team as the Coyotes continue to pound away at Kevin Boyle. Shot from in close was stopped, and then Kyle Wood with a blast from the left point. That stopped as well. But anyway, welcome, Biz. We'll be looking forward to having you join us. I think your first broadcast with me will be on the Coyotes radio network for our preseason opening home game on Monday the 18th against the LA Kings. But who knows, maybe we can get Biz out for the live stream for the opening day of training camp.
Sure. Just to finish the plug, 9 a.m. Friday the 15th, first practice, ArizonaCoyotes.com.
But as Dave was saying, we know for sure the outstanding radio host Luke Lipinski and myself will be there to bring you that first practice, and who knows who else will show up. Maybe a star-studded cast. Maybe we might even get you to put on the headset again, Vesti, after working on this side of things for this tournament. 8 minutes left now in regulation time in the third period. Still 3-1 Anaheim. Coyotes trying to get within one here. They've had some chances. Again, when you look at this game, you have to like the body of work for the Coyotes in the offensive zone a lot of the time, with some really good forechecking and tenacious on the puck. Had some odd man rushes, but have not been as sharp defensively, and that's the difference in the game right now. And also they haven't been able to get that puck past Kevin Boyle, the Anaheim netminder, outside of Nick Merkley's goal late in the first period. Still time, however. Coming out, McKenzie and Whistle. He'll take the face off to the right of Aiden Hill, and as the puck is dropped, we get the quick whistle. And Whistle will take the draw against Alec Dosti. Movement before the drop. Now here's the good face-off. It is a tip over the stick of Larson as he swatted it at the line. Max Gerlach trying to reach it first. He couldn't, but it's tapped ahead by Jens Lucke. Now behind the Anaheim net. Sent by Kawi Kosilla. And down the right boards, a link to the ice. Will it make it for icing? No. Icing waved off. Dyson Mayo to retrieve for the Coyotes. Gives it near side to Kyle Capobianco. He's played a strong game tonight. Up for Max Gerlach. His pass broken up by Kosilla of the Ducks. Sent into the Coyote zone and then intercepted again by Mayo. He'll shoot it down the right wing. Redirected by Entwistle in behind the Ducks net. Retrieved there by Andy Warinsky. He'll send it to the right side and a quick shot on and they score. A shot by the Ducks. Devin Sidoroff from the base of the right circle. Maybe surprised Aiden Hill a little bit as Sidoroff slips it by him with 7:03 remaining. The Ducks have increased their lead to 4-1. So kind of the typical story of this game, Vesti. The Coyotes get chances, do some good things in the offensive zone, can't convert, but the Ducks score quickly. Scored those 2 goals within 55 seconds to break a 1-1 tie in the second period. And now out of nowhere, they score again. And the goal by Devin Sidoroff. So it's 4-1 Anaheim. Puck in the Coyotes' right corner. Wood behind the net into the far corner. Now nudged ahead by Huffenmeyer. Up for Verbeek. Gets spun around at the Anaheim blue line. Played now by the Ducks and sent behind the goal into the right corner. Intercepted by the Coyotes. Now centered in front. A quick shot attempt by Truchanviel. Again, it's Verbeek creating offense for the Coyotes. He's done that consistently throughout the evening. Now a nice move by Wood, and he gets himself open for a shot. A wrister from the right circle. Blocked with a pad by Boyle. And the puck deflects out to center. Noel Heffenmeyer. On the left wing for Tyler Steenbergen. He'll redirect it into the Anaheim left corner. Then goes after it himself. Sends behind the net. McInnes takes the centering pass, turns and shoots. And Boyle gets his stick on it to deflect it out of play with 5:48 to go in this third period. And right now on the scoreboard, all Anaheim 4-1. Coyotes, as we talked about, Vesti, have done some good things in the offensive zone, but one thing they haven't been able to do is get a lot of traffic in front of Kevin Boyle. And so he's been able to see their opportunities pretty clearly. Not been able to get players in front for screens or redirections as the puck goes high and hits one of the air conditioning vents, it looks like.
You don't see that every day.
No, at the top of the arena here, hanging off the ceiling, so we're going to get a stoppage.
Bob, it looks like Mike Van Ryn has juggled the lines a little bit here in the third period. Connor Garland now skating with Ryan McInnes and Tyler Steenbergen on the second line. I can only presume that Nick Merkley is going to play with Dylan Strome and Clayton Keller the rest of the way.
Well, I saw Merkley with those two a few moments ago, a couple of shifts ago. And so, keen eye by you, Vesti, to point
late.
that out.
Better late than never.
Well, that's right. Now it's DeMayo, Anthony DeMayo, sending it ahead. Much like Hayden Verbeek, a former Sault Ste. Marie Greyhound. They were teammates last year. Now pockets picked by McInnes. He goes to the net. McInnes the backhander. Save made by Boyle. What a great individual effort by Ryan McInnes. Stealing the puck at center ice and then zooming in on net.
Yeah,
trying to finish, but Boyle made the save.
I didn't know Ryan was that fast.
I'll tell you what, Vesti, everybody looks fast down here from our vantage point, very close to the ice. Now Garland comes to center. He's shoulder checked off the puck. Steele trying to gain control. Steele in the right circle. Steele with the shot. And the glove save made by Aiden Hill as he robs Sam Steele with 4:47 to go. So we'll get a draw to the left of Aiden Hill now. Again, the Coyotes will have tomorrow off. They will practice here at Solar 4 America Ice, and then They'll finish this rookie prospect challenge with 2 games in 2 days. 7 o'clock on Monday night against Colorado, then an afternoon tilt on Tuesday against the host San Jose Sharks. And we're going to live stream both of those for you. Keller now coming back for the Coyotes. Gets to the high slot, goes out near the blue line, slipped and fell. Capobianco tried to keep it in, then he's steamrolled to the ice by Max Jones. Played in the neutral zone, however, by Merkley, and then Jones is spilled at the Coyotes' blue line. So we will see a penalty on Arizona as Clayton Keller goes to the box.
I think that was a little payback for the hit delivered to Capobianco by Max Jones. Keller tripping Jones about 5 seconds later.
So down by 3, 4-1 with 4:22 to go. The Coyotes will find themselves down by a man for the 6th time tonight. They are 5 for 5 thus far. On the penalty kill, see what happens here. Off the draw, puck control by Anaheim. Larson sends to the left circle. Werenski into the middle. A quick shot by Papaka looking for the hat trick is redirected wide. Now played in the right corner by the Ducks. Centering pass in front, and Hill's there to make the save on a redirect and keep it 4-1 as he'll hold on. Change in penalty kill for the Coyotes in terms of personnel as Hayden Verbeek will come out to face off. Anthony DeMeo and Pierre-Olivier Joseph on defense. And the other Coyotes penalty killer, Krushan Viel. Puck off the face-off, dug out behind the Coyotes net by Joseph. He'll clear it down the left wing out to center. Larson plays it to the far side. Now Werenski right wing pass does not connect. Verbeek almost stole it. Anaheim gets the puck back now, and what do we have? There's a bumping behind the play, and I think he might send a player from each team, Vesti. Krushan Viel for the Coyotes, and for the Ducks, is it Max Jones? I think so.
They're chirping each other from the box.
So coincidental minors with 3:41 left on Jeff Trushan-Viel of the Coyotes and Max Jones of the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks still possess the power play for the next minute and 19 seconds. Already in the box for the Coyotes is Clayton Keller. Teams remain at 5-on-4 manpower as those are coincidental penalties. Ducks start up the ice on their power play. Sent by Marcus Pettersson into the Coyotes' right corner. Kopaka in after it. He's tied up, and it's dug out nicely and cleared by Joseph. And he'll send it back into the Anaheim end. Retrieving is Pettersson. 50 seconds left in the Anaheim power play. Austin Ortega sends one in behind the Coyotes' net. Cut off by Aiden Hill. Hill will clear it himself high off the near glass. And the puck leaves the zone out to center to play it is Julius Nottinen for the Ducks. Into his own end. He'll get it to his defender there, Brady Lyle. Now on the right wing to Josh Mahura. Here's Mahura into the Coyotes end for Zach Saar. He's cut off by Dyson Mayo, and the Coyotes are able to whip it around the far boards and out. With 15 seconds remaining in the Keller penalty. 2.5 to go in the game, 4-1 Anaheim. Now Comtois chases down a loose puck in the Coyotes' right corner for the Ducks. To the right point to Brady Lyle. Lyle holding, skating backward along the blue line. His pass knocked away by Entwistle. Penalty over on Keller, and the Coyotes are back at full strength. Game remains 4-1. Capobianco on the near side, ahead for Clayton Keller. Keller can't handle the pass, turned over to the Ducks, now centered to the left of the net and trying to jam it in. On the far side was Devin Sideroff, turned away by Hill. Sideroff looking for his second goal of the period. He's got it again. Left circle, wrist shot. Hill gets a piece of it. 1:45 remaining in the third. Coyotes break out. Merkley owns the only Coyotes goal thus far. Now to Strome, left side to Keller. Back in front for Merkley, knocked away. Loose puck played by the Anaheim Ducks. Kosilla on the left wing to Dosty. Now into the middle, trying to jam it in. One-handed was Kosilla, but he ran out of real estate as Hill made the save, and then there was a collision with Keller against the goal, knocking it off its moorings with 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining in this hockey game.
Bob, I want to jump in and thank you very much for post-game coverage, but thank you very much. I look forward to doing this again on Monday night at 7 o'clock, ArizonaCoyotes.com against the Colorado Avalanche. Good time. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Vesty. Thanks for joining me. I enjoyed it as well. We'll look forward to Monday night. Dave Vest now going to do his main job, and that, of course, is to go down and talk to some of the Coyotes players and head coach Mike Van Ryn about this game, and you'll be able to see those interviews. He'll post them on the website a little bit later on, so you'll be able to read Dave's story about the game as well. 1:15 to go. Coyotes looks like they're going to have a loss in the opener of this rookie showcase as they're down 4-1 to the Anaheim Ducks. Puck sent ahead for Steenbergen, trying for the breakaway. He's onside. He has a breakaway. He shoots and fired it wide. Tyler Steenbergen, the 51-goal scorer in junior last year, had the breakaway, but missed the net. Under a minute now left in this third period. Garland centers it out over the stick of Steenbergen. Kept alive by Huffenmeyer. Hands it off to Garland, right circle. Backs up now, left side with the blast. Missed wide on the short side on his shot from the left circle. Now here's Wood loading up again and firing, and the save made by the goaltender, Kevin Boyle, with 30.2 seconds remaining. So the Coyotes are pressuring right down to the end. But the young Desert Dogs are going to come up short in this one tonight. Down by 3 with 30.2 seconds to go. Hayden Verbeek, one of the bright spots for the Coyotes, in my opinion, tonight, with what he was able to do and create offensively using his speed and shiftiness. Will take the face-off. And the Coyotes able to win the draw. Truchon Viel to the high slot. Adam Marsh's shot, high and wide. Puck in behind the Anaheim net. Truchon Viel tried to center it out, couldn't. Now Hayden Verbeek to the right point, and a shot from there by DeMeo is stopped by Boyle. And he'll hold on with 14.9 seconds to go. Now Kevin Boyle, the oldest player on the Anaheim Ducks at age 25. Having a strong game tonight. His first year of pro hockey last year in the Anaheim organization, splitting time between AHL San Diego and ECHL Utah. Former UMass Lowell star, and he's been good against the Coyotes in this one. He's going to come away with the win. Final 10 seconds left. Puck now cleared high in the air, and it hits the ceiling here at the Solar 4 America ice. So we'll have a stoppage with 3.9 seconds to go. 4-1 in favor of the home team tonight, the designated home team, the Anaheim Ducks. Face off to the right of Boyle. Here's the draw. One final shot by Joseph. Tipped wide, and that's going to do it, as the Anaheim Ducks prevail 4-1 in this opener of the 2017 Prospect Challenge for the Coyotes, as Anaheim breaks a 1-1 tie with 2 second period goals 55 seconds apart. Taking a 3-1 lead, they would add a third period goal and win it 4-1. Jack Kopeka leading the way for the Ducks with 2 goals, and Nick Merkley, the former Coyotes first-round draft pick, getting the lone Arizona goal late in the first period. Coyotes tonight worked hard, did some pretty good things in the offensive zone, had some defensive lapses, however, and the Anaheim Ducks used a quick strike approach to pull away in this one and win it 4-1. The winner, Kevin Boyle. Strong game in goal for Anaheim. Aiden Hill, sharp for the Coyotes for most of the night in goal as well, but he'll be saddled with the loss in this one. So the Coyotes will have tomorrow off to regroup a little bit. They'll have a practice, and then they'll play game 2 of this 3-game Prospect Challenge tournament on Monday night right here at Solar 4 America Ice as they take on the Colorado Avalanche. And again, we'll have the live stream for you right here on ArizonaCoyotes.com beginning at 7 o'clock. So we hope that you'll log on for that. And that'll about do it for our coverage tonight from Solar 4 America in San Jose. We thank you for logging on and listening and watching this initial game of the 2017 Prospect Challenge for the Arizona Coyotes. Desert Dogs fall tonight 4-1 to the Anaheim Ducks, and they'll look to get in the win column on Monday. Have a great evening, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday night.